I watched Normal People for the first time in 2020 in one sitting and was immediately enthralled by the storyline and deeply attached to Marianne and Connell as characters as much as to what they represented to one another. Last summer, I finally read the book and was plunged back into their world. I became reacquainted with the special bond they shared and their beautiful love story, set in Dublin and Trinity in large part. Specifically, at the time, both characters were around my age. This book made me want to experience the city of Dublin for myself, and similarly to Connell, it made me want to discover more about myself and my interests. My curiosity to visit Dublin has only grown since then. I think about Normal People all the time because I find such comfort in its realistic depiction of what it feels like to be lost and in the process of figuring yourself out and deciding which route to take in school and more generally in life, and of what relationships are like in your 20s and how strong a bond can be. Therefore, my first time in Dublin was quite special. It was kind of like my Normal People fantasy coming to life, getting to explore all the spots that I had until then only had the chance of reading about. Not only did I get to visit the city I had only dreamt up whilst experiencing Sally Rooney's masterpiece, but I also got to see it come to life during St. Paddy's, which was quite the celebration. Hope you enjoy this episode of my Abroad Diaries.
Why can't I get it?
Ava.
Cheer up, girls! It is 9 a.m. and we're going to go pre.
My birthday sleigh. Grandpa Guinness sweater.
At 10 a.m. on March 17th, we were headed to the St. Paddy's Pre, and the rest is history.
What the f***
Not bad, Sadie.
Guys, St. Paddy's sleigh.
Put him up, put him up! Academy, are you ready?
We started our post-Paddy's Day with a nice posh French brekkie at Le Perroquet.
Come on, I'm so hungry.
Before heading over to the National Gallery. Although we were fighting to stay awake throughout our visit, we both stood in awe at the majestic works of Irish and European art covering the walls. Like I mentioned, we were exhausted this day, so we sat down in St. Stephen's Green to enjoy the slim sun rays that were peeking through the overcast sky and to recharge.
You're wrong. You're right.
Oh my god. It's blue, right?
Yeah.
The only sun I got in Dublin was on this day, and it felt so good. Walking through the city on rainy days made me feel like I was living in Sally Rooney's books, and like at any moment I could be walking by one of her characters on their way home from their treacherous jobs, or on the brink of a meltdown, or on their way to see that special someone they feel like they shouldn't be seeing. Dublin did not look as I imagined it, but the aura was exactly what I had pictured as I read her novels, gloomy and unconventionally romantic.
Off to dinner. We're going to dinner now at, where are we going, Ava? Little Pig. Little Pig, Michelin star pizza. Are you serious? Apparently. Okay, my first Michelin star. Dublin is looking beautiful right now.
The sun is out.
The sun is out. Ava's glowing.
Pip is going. Pip's going on a date.
I'm going on a date.
Good vibes.
Our girls' night consisted of pizza, drinks, and the most brutal espresso shots. A very sweet reunion. We went to Bread 41 for breakfast the next day, or dessert in my case. I got their French toast, which was deep fried with ice cream on top. It was delicious and gave me the fattest sugar high. I loved it.
Life right now is just like,
Life is good.
I've had this is the best day of my life. Actually, I'm going to my favorite part of taking you guys to Dublin. Dublin, the city of love. Rebaptized City of Love.
Christina then took us to her favorite park, Marion Square Park. One of my favorite parts of exchange was traveling to where my friends have been living and having them show me around. Getting a little glimpse into Christina's life in Dublin was so much fun. And we all love a good park, as you know, if you've seen my Europe Chronicles.
Take it in.
I was in full tourist mode in the afternoon, stopping by Trinity to see the Book of Kells, which is one of the oldest books in the world, before going to the Dublin Castle, which was so regal. I wish people still had balls so I could dress up and pretend to be a princess for a day. I obviously had to experience Temple Bar, so we stopped by on the way home for a pint and a Coke.
Holy shit, remember this. Password is and you have to walk up, the person's gonna ask you to say.
Okay.
Look at those doors.
No way. Watch us just get kidnapped. I'm scared. Oh my god.
I'm here for the
Cheers. Oh my god.
On my last day, we went to Howth, which is about 30 minutes out of Dublin on the coast. It was the most stunning hike I have ever done. There's something so melancholic about the Irish landscape, the gloom, the overcast skies, the crisp air. The wind just carries with it gusts of melancholy. In these settings, I always get pensive and a little bit sad, and I love it. Even with so little sun, the water was a gorgeous blue. Small escapes into the countryside are so special. I always appreciate being away from the city as much as I adore being in the center of the action.
Look how much it's like swaying.
We got fish and chips and seafood chowder afterwards because when on a pier by the ocean, what fools would we be to get anything else? Our last night, we tried sprezzatura pasta. Just as its name dictates, the ambiance and dishes were effortlessly cool and delicious. We ended the night the Irish way with a Guinness and orange juice for me, obviously. I had such a fun time in Dublin, and next week I'm back in Copenhagen, so stay tuned.